often have any of you heard the insults bird brain or smooth brain before? If not, they essentially mean stupid. After I clear up this misconception, I hope they will add these compliments to your vocabulary. Birds were considered stupid because of their different brain structure, which prevented us from acknowledging their intellectual potential. Compared to dolphins, elephants, and monkeys, birds are not as equally conserved, even though they are intellectually on par with these mammals. We have assumed birds to be dumb due to our own bias of what intelligence looks like. To us, intelligence is based off of brain size and structure, which for birds is very different. Unlike birds, we don't have a smooth brain, we have wrinkled brains. So we have more surface area, which forces our neurons to travel along the wall of these wrinkles. According to Kaya von Eugene and other authors in 2022, bird brains are jam-packed with neurons, and since they have less surface area, when they send signals, it travels faster and uses less energy, which means birds can think faster and more efficiently than we can. Now, speed and efficiency does not directly mean intelligence. Toolmaking does. In 2022, Philip Ball states, "Crows can design hooks for foraging and even make tools with multiple parts, which conveys their understanding of cause and effect." If you're still not convinced, birds use fire on purpose. According to interviews held by Julia John in 2018, these firehawks pick up burning sticks from already burning wildfires, take them to a dry area of brush to start another fire, and then insects and small mammals are forced from the cover, allowing the hawks to just pick them up for a meal. These are the only other animals that can use fire like us. This information is relevant because viewing an animal to possess human-like traits increases our desire to conserve that animal, so our misjudgment of birds has led to decreases in their populations. For example, the dodo bird and even the founder of modern neurology, Ludwig Edinger, are mostly responsible for the negative view society has developed against birds. We believe dodos went extinct because they were too stupid to run away when being hunted. However, in 2016, paleontologist Eugenia Gold discovered that dodos had no predators, so they had no reason to fear humans. They actually have the same intelligence as pigeons, who are smart. In addition to the dodo misinformation, the 2005 New York Times article, "Minds of Their Own, Birds Gain Respect," recounts that Ludwig Edinger concluded intelligence was based on brain size, but without regard to the size of the body. We need to be more concerned with bird conservation because changes in bird population are the first indication of environmental problems since they're sensitive to habitat fluctuations. According to the data collected from the Syndicate Media Incorporated in 2022, there was a 30% increase in bird populations at a reserve which had healthier vegetation than before. This shows that when the quality of a habitat improves, the populations of birds in that area will also increase, which is a great tool to assess the quality of an ecosystem. As stated in About the Passenger Pigeon by Revive and Restore, passenger pigeons were vital to northeastern America, and ever since we hunted them to extinction, the diversity of wildlife has continuously decreased. Birds play such a crucial role in their ecosystems, so even if they were not as smart as we have come to realize, it doesn't mean they shouldn't be a high priority. To address the misconception of bird intelligence and inspire more conservation efforts, the century-old vocab used to describe their brain structure was revised. A study held by Dr. Erich Jarvis in 2004 discovered that birds have a more complex structure than we previously thought, which led to renaming the terms describing their brains. In a 2005 article written by Kubikova and other authors, Jarvis had stated, "This nomenclature will help people understand that evolution was created more than one way to generate complex behavior, the mammal way and the bird way." According to Blakesley in 2005, scientific progression has been delayed by outdated terms like this, since names have a significant impact on experiments and even how we think. After Jarvis's discovery of birds' true intelligence and accurately renaming their brain structure, countless studies began to learn more about the intellectual potential of birds. In 2005, Blakesley recounted how a Swedish national park trained crows to pick up cigarette butts and place them in a trash for treat device. Another study stated in Blakesley in 2005 was a research team that discovered that relative to body size, unlike Ludwig, the crow brain is the same size as the chimpanzee brain. The reanalysis of bird brains has allowed more studies to take a closer look at bird behavior and allowed them the potential conservation they'll need. By revising the terms used for birds' brain structure, more people are aware of their intelligence, which will hopefully spur better conservation efforts. We are biased to value animals that are closely related to us and view anything different as beneath us, which is why we often disregard the intellectual potential of fish, reptiles, amphibians, birds. So, if someone calls you a bird brain, remember to thank them.